Thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Today I wanted to talk to you about assisting you with your monthly payments, right? There's some of us out there that may be struggling financially, and there are some resources out there. I've done a couple videos on this in the past. One of them covered what's called Supportive Services Veterans Families. So that's SSVF, grant funding, goes out to nonprofits, and they help homeless and at risk of becoming homeless veterans. They help them with maybe catching up on some rent payments to keep them housed, maybe help you catch up on some gas or electric bills, those types of things, keep the lights on, energy going in the home, as well as if the person's homeless, maybe vouchers to get into a hotel, and even do the initial application screening payment if there's a cost to that, as well as credit report running and assistance with getting into that rental contract where you may need to come up with the first and last month's rent and so forth. Now, I wanted to just capsulate that and set it aside just so to bring it to your awareness, right? So you could look up, if you need those types of things, SSVF, Supportive Services Veterans Families, SSVF, grant funding, nonprofits in your area could potentially facilitate those types of services. Now, what I want to talk about in this video is something called HUD-Vash. HUD-Vash is a program that is out there to assist you with your monthly rent payments. And I want to dive into that a little bit to inform you of what's going on with that. So to bring it to your awareness. So with that, hit the thumbs up for me, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. Helps get this information into the hands of those that need it. Look, the bottom line is that there's going to be more of us that don't need that service than those that do. But by hitting the thumbs up and subscribing and all that good stuff, it helps to show YouTube, right, the algorithm, that this information is important and needs to get into the hands of more people, right? So, all right. So HUD-Vash, the best way that I can equate it for people to understand what it is it's essentially Section 8 housing, which means that you get a voucher that will pay for a portion of your rent. So in some cases, it'll pay, all of your rent if you're very, very low income, or it could end up paying for a portion of your rent. So let me read to you a little bit from the VA's website and then directly from the HUD website, just to, again, bring it to your awareness so you're aware, right, of what's out there. So the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development's website is going to be the primary one, but on the VA's website, there is some additional information, and it states here, HUD-Vash is a collaborative program which pairs HUD's Housing Choice Voucher, HCV, rental assistance with VA case management and supportive services for homeless veterans. These services are designed to help homeless veterans and their families find and sustain permanent housing and access the health care, mental health treatment, substance use counseling, and other supports necessary to help them in their recovery process and with their ability to maintain housing in the community. Okay, so that's kind of the basic, I guess, snapshot on the VA's website. We'll roll over to the HUD website, and I'm going to open this up a little bit here. HUD-Vash Vouchers, a rental assistance program for homeless veterans. Are you a veteran looking for housing assistance? Contact a VA medical center near you and mention your interest in HUD-Vash, VASH, right? Or find instructions for contacting the National Homeless Veterans Call Center here. I'm going to click on that real quick just to see. Oh boy, and that's super small. Let me expand this a little bit and see what it gives us. Well, here we go. So this states here, National Homeless Veterans Call Center is 877-424-3333. 3838. Again, it's 877-424-3838. That's the phone number. Call them and they'll walk you through it. Let them know that you're looking for HUD-Vash, right? So let's jump back into this here. Bear with me. All right. So we clicked on that. Now let's jump back into here. All right. So overview. The HUD Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing. Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing. That's VASH. V-A-S-H. So the HUD-Vash program combines HUD housing choice voucher rental assistance for homeless veterans with case management and clinical services provided by the Department of Veterans Affairs. VA provides these services for participating veterans at VA medical centers, community-based outreach clinics, and VA contractors, or through the VA designated entities, other VA designated entities. Total number of HUD-Vash vouchers by PHA 2008 through 2022. They actually have a hyperlink that takes you to the total number of those, which really doesn't matter at this point. So funding opportunities. So HUD is, now again, I'm reading this because it gives us insights, right? Gives us a little bit of insight. This isn't specifically, I don't think that this is specifically for you. This information is more toward a entity that would then receive them and then distribute them. But it gives us insight, right? So HUD is pleased to announce the publication of Notice PIH 2023-09, Fiscal Year 2023 Mid-Year Registration of Interest for HUD-Vash Vouchers. This notice announces the availability of $94.4 million. Say it again. $94.4 million in HUD-Vash funding that will support approximately 11,000 new HUD-Vash vouchers. That's important. That's a big insight. So what happens is there'll be so many HUD-Vash vouchers designated to a specific area. Then veterans come, they get approved, and then there's no more HUD-Vash vouchers, right? No, we're all out of vouchers, right? Sometimes neighboring jurisdictions can borrow or take from one another, but for the most part, they have a set amount for that area. So now we're looking at 11,000 new HUD-Vash vouchers, and this outlines the process for the PHAs registering interest in an allocation of fiscal year 2023 mid-year HUD-Vash vouchers. These vouchers are administered in partnership with the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs and enable homeless veterans and their families to access affordable housing with an array of supportive services. So very important. Are you a veteran looking for assistance? Contact a VA medical center near you and mention your interest in HUD-Vash, or find instructions for contacting the National Homeless Veterans Call Center as well, which I gave you that phone number. So here's the piece that I want to leave you with. If you are in a tight spot, it's going to be income based. So if you're low or no income, okay, meaning that you don't have much coming in, right? And you're struggling to provide for yourself and keep the roof over your head, or you are homeless and you're trying to get back into the swing of things, HUD-Vash may be a viable option for you. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you what all the numbers are, because inevitably somebody will self-segregate out of the possibility. Instead, talk to the professionals, the people who run these programs, and find out if you qualify based on your specific situation. And if you do, and if you go through and then bam, you get it, then great. But let them tell you that you don't qualify, right? Or let them tell you if you do qualify. Don't just read something here or there or watch something here or there and go, I'm kind of on the fence, I'm not really quite there. There might be something that you may be missing, some sort of a workaround or what have you, right? So reach out to your local, right? Your local VA Medical Center. Let them know that you are interested in HUD-Vash, and they can direct you from there. Or you can contact, again, the National Homeless Veterans Call Center, which again, that phone number is 877-424-3838, and let them know, and they'll walk you through it. So just wanted to bring it to your awareness so you know what's out there. And with that, we'll go ahead and conclude it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.